Algerian boxer and Olympic gold medalist Imane Khelif is caught in another storm. The controversy is the same, the gender identification and the accusations of her being a man competing in a woman's category, an issue that has been a long-standing one. It escalated after Khelif won gold at the Paris Olympics in the welterweight category. In the past, governing bodies, fans, athletes and celebrities were concerned only by the XY chromosome present, or better known as a genetic condition that led to higher testosterone levels in Khelif. Many prominent voices like Elon Musk and J.K. Rowling had even questioned Khelif's inclusion in the women's category. Fans even demanded Khelif's Olympic medal to be stripped off. Now, it's been over 2 months since the Paris Olympics concluded, yet the controversy refuses to die down. And this time, the allegations are much more severe. The latest developments in the case come after a medical report got leaked claiming Khelif to be a man rather than a female. The report that's leaked describes Khelif's biological traits, such as the existence of internal testicles and the lack of a uterus. Though the medical report isn't new, it was drafted in 2023 in a Paris hospital. It led, of course, to a huge backlash. Additionally, what's interesting, of course, is the timing of this leak. The leak came just a day after US presidential candidate Donald Trump featured Khelif in one of his campaign videos. That's right, a video where Trump denounces the Biden-Harris administration's views on women and athletics. And to do that, Trump used Khelif's Olympic victory as an example. Because after Khelif knocked out Italian boxer Angela Carini, many American politicians criticized Khelif. Kamala Harris was accused of supporting Khelif's inclusion, but the Democrat candidate stayed silent on the subject. And ever since then, Trump has used this matter to take jibes at Kamala Harris. So just a day before the USA elections voting, Trump once again used Khelif to hit back at Kamala Harris. And a day later, the medical reports questioning Khelif's gender comes out. Because the tests aren't current, as I mentioned, they are more than a year old. This is not the first time Khelif, though, finds herself in this position. Throughout the Paris Olympic campaign, she faced the brunt of fans and prominent voices. And just some weeks ago, rumors started doing the rounds that Khelif had been stripped of her medal and banned for life by the World Boxing Organization, or the WBO, till a WBO spokesperson quashed all those rumors. Now, with this medical report surfacing, fans are once again asking Khelif to be stripped of her medal. Of course, we've got to ask who's answerable to this chaotic situation that has developed. Is it Imane Khelif, or is it the IOC or the boxing governing body? Given the backlash, and I feel all of them, because in the past too, when Khelif's gender was questioned, the IOC kept backing Khelif.
This involves real people, and we're talking about real people's lives here. They have competed and they continue to compete in the women's competition. They have lost and they have won against other women throughout over the years. And by the way, this should make this absolutely clear for everyone, this is not a transgender issue.
It wasn't just the IOC. Even when in the middle of all that heat and the criticism, Khelif, in fact, after clinching the gold medal in Paris, came out defending herself.
I am fully qualified to take part in this competition. I am a woman like any other woman. I was born a woman. I lived a woman. I competed as a woman. There's no doubt about that.
So just like how Imane Khelif, the boxer, and IOC clarified their collective stance in the past. They need to do it now because once again, Khelif's gender has come into scrutiny, which puts not just the boxer in jeopardy, but also the credibility of the IOC because they stood by Khelif, backed Khelif, and they claimed that she was within the rules to compete. Now, with this medical report out, does their decision change? How is this going to impact Khelif, who's already had to endure quite an emotional journey over the last many years? A trauma that the boxer has had to undergo every step of the way. And how will Khelif now look to counter this is what we'll have to wait and see.
Washington is all set for a presidential battle like no other.
In less than 90 days, it's either going to be him or me sitting in the Oval Office.
Kamala Harris versus Donald Trump.
All we want is one simple thing: get out on Tuesday.
A vice president versus a former president. As we head towards election night, Vantage will be live from the heart of the action. Speaking to voters in this final stretch,
I'm still very undecided.
Very close presidential race.
Tracking the campaigns as they make the last push. From exclusive ground reports to in-depth analysis, this is your one-stop destination for the presidential race. Join us on this special edition of Vantage, live from the White House in Washington, D.C.